Hope everyone's doing well. It's gotten warm here. And I hope everyone enjoyed the little cut video in the beginning. So, I got this. This is another look back at how well this sword held up. And this one is actually from bohihiyu, which it's a pretty nice katana. And it still holds tension in the saya. It's a T10 blade. Never had an issue with anything on this. Everything is super tight still, which is nice that it is. Now it says that the Tsuba, the Fuchi, and the Kacha are iron. So you know, when they tell you these things, I mean, you can either believe them or not believe them. And they say the handle is actually real leather. Now there are different grades of leather. There's a really soft leather, not so soft leather. It depends on where they get it off the animal. But it's never come loose. It's stayed tight, which is nice. It's got real semigawa. And I've picked this up back in, let me see here, February of 2022. So yeah, I like it. It's got a good balance to it. It's got a nice hamon. It's more like a ghost hamon. So you're not really going to see it in this, but it is nice. I have never chipped an edge on this, never rolled an edge on this. Holds an edge very nice. And for like $130, it is a pretty nice sword. Now the diamonds they're not the greatest. I mean, if you look at them, you know, they're kind of hokey, you know, but I can overlook that because it is comfortable in the hands. It's not uncomfortable at all. So, I mean, I can cut right or left-handed with this and control it just nicely. So I have no complaints about this sword whatsoever for it being a budget katana. And I like the Tsuba. I haven't seen anybody else use this type of Tsuba yet. I'm sure there is, but it's got like a butterfly with a bunch of holes around it. So kind of neat. Different. Way different. And then the Kashra, it's kind of hard to see because it's black. It's just a flower on the back. Same on the Fuchi. But like I said, I've never had to shim this. Never. You kind of see it's getting kind of wore, but not bad. And it might be a hardwood. Not too sure on this one because not all hardwoods are dark, but it holds the tension really nice. And of course the shaded domes are not glued in. That's on normal. And the Seigyo is held up really nice. I don't want to do my presentation notes, so but it's a thick quality. I can't complain at all about it. So even though it's not real silk, that's fine. It's that synthetic. But I like it. I haven't taken the handle off yet. Eventually I probably will. Oh, and again, the Ito wraps around the Kashra. So the Kashra has never come loose. Doesn't wiggle. None of that. The knots don't move at all neither on the end. I mean, I'm pushing up pretty hard here and they're not moving, which is good. And like all katanas, it has a nice curvature to it. But like I said, for $130, it's not bad. And still, no sire rattle. After, you know, a whole year. No sire rattle, tension holds, everything's still tight. I'm impressed. Now granted, it's the only one I have from bohihiyu. And I'm planning on getting another one from bohihiyu, because I like to get two from the same company to see how the quality holds up. So hopefully this year sometime soon I will be getting that. Just I would have to wait for it to come in. And then I can compare quality wise for their product. But other than that, like I said, I'm super pleased with it. So if anyone's looking for like a budget friendly katana that doesn't get loose, everything stays tight, there you go. I would say it's a good buy. I have taken that to my stones, I think once since I've had it. Because when I first got it, I did a lot of cutting with it. Like all my swords. So, but it holds an edge really good, so no worries there. Right out of the box, it was super sharp too, so check them out. They're on Amazon. And they do have a website too. They say they will do customs, so don't know how much a custom would be through them. But I am thoroughly pleased with that for a budget katana. I mean, it does really, really good. So this is another one, you could say, another one of my beast of a cutter. It just takes a beating and keeps going, just like my Sawadi, which we'll be getting to again. Still have no complaints with that sword. There's just something about that Sawadi is nice as hell. But this, yeah, it's a beast of a cutter. It will, I could say you could throw within reason any target at this thing and it'll do just fine. Just fine. And then the nice thing I like about bohihiyu is they do different types of side color. Like this, it's just a matte finish, but it doesn't show any fingerprints because it's white with black speckle. So it's not like a high gloss at all. So it holds up really well. I am thoroughly pleased on how they do their saya too. And like I said, there's no saya rattle, and this is over a year. So with no shimming. That is pretty damn good. So that's all I have for you guys. If anyone's looking for, like I said, a budget friendly starter, I'd check out bohihiyu. They do have different price ranges and different blade. They have a 1060, they have 1060s, they have 1095s and T10s, which is a good range for anybody who's starting out. 1060s, of course, are a little bit cheaper to get, but you can do a lot with the 1060 too. You just can't do hard targets with them. So if you're in the market for a new type of katana, budget friendly, or you just want one where you can just go out there and just throw anything at it and not worry about damaging a $300 to $600 katana, there you go. You know, get a bohihiyu. Are they perfect? No, they're not perfect. But they will cut and they will not get you killed. So in my book, that's a plus right there in itself. So we have a ton more swords to go back and look at, because I have a list that is 2 pages long of swords to go through to see how they held up over the years and if I'm still happy with them. There's a couple coming up that, yes, there are going to be a couple that I mean, they cut good, they handle good. It's just, yeah, they could have improved on it a little bit more. But didn't break the bank on them neither. So, like my lease sword, that thing, I'm just impressed at how much it just cost me to get it. I mean, and it's gone up in price now. So, all right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.